Algorithmics. In this video, we'll show you and learn how to calculate the volume of a rectangular prism. First, what's a rectangular prism? Imagine this box shown, and this box is a rectangular prism, and it has 6 faces. Each face is a rectangle. Who are these faces? We have 2 faces on the side, left and right, top and bottom, and front and back. 6 faces. So, what is the story of rectangular prism? Rectangular prism is a 3D shape, and it's made from, if you imagine, this area of the base is a rectangle. It has width and length, and if you move this area or this paper upwards, distance h till this level of the top, now you have made a 3D shape, which is a rectangular prism, and you have also made another dimension, which is the height. So simply, the volume of the capacity of the rectangular prism is the area of the base times the length or the distance that area traveled upwards. That means that volume will equal length times width times height. Length times width is the area of the base times height, or the distance she traveled upward. Remember, the units for area is unit square, like times height. Unit of area is unit square, like meter square. Imagine the height is also in meter, so you have number meter cube. So the unit of the volume of the capacity is cubed. Okay, let's check an example. Find the volume of rectangular prism shown. We have the length, width, and height. So the volume will be length times width times height. Length is 5, width 2.5, height is 2. You can begin with 5 times 2.5, it's okay, but easier you can use 5 times 2, which is 10, times 2.5, and we can get 25 meter cube. So it's very easy and simple. Just volume will equal volume length times height. Let's see another example. The cube. The cube is a special case of the rectangular prism, with all dimensions are equal lengths. In the beginning we have length and width and height. Each length are equal. We have 3 equal dimensions. Then the rectangular prism will convert to a cube, and we have again 6 faces, but all faces are squares, and squares means that all sides are equal length. In this case, we do not that each dimension of L and W and H as S. Why? Because they are equal, and when you mention that the side is S, you know that the shape is a cube. Let's see an example. Find the capacity of a cube container which has a side length of 4 meters. Volume equal. If you get confused with this, it's okay to use length times width times height. Cube means that length equal width equal height equal what? Equal 4. So the length is 4, the width is 4, the height is 4. So you now have 16 times 4, which is 64 meter cube. If you cannot calculate this formula, you can simply break this 4 2 times 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 4 times 2 is 8. 8 times 8 is a 64 meter cube. That's it. Take your notes, pause the video, and move to another one. Now, if you see this rectangular prism, very carefully, you will see 4 rectangles. 2 sides, one front, one behind, and the top and the bottom is squares. So applying the simple rules that the volume equal area times length times the length she traveled, the area of the base, which is a square, it traveled about length h, and the area of the square is L times L, because you have 2 equal sides. Then the volume will be L squared times h. It's very simple. You can also use volume equal width times length times height, and when I say that the base is a square, you know that length equal width equal, we do not with both length and width as L, just a name. A rectangular prism, its base is a square of length 2.5 inch and its height is 10 inch. Find its volume. Volume equal, we have base square, that mean we have L and H. Then we have 2.5 times 2.5 times 10. If you get confused with L and LH, simply use L and W and H. And the base is square, that means L equal W. Okay? 2.5 and 2.5 times 10. We have two ways to calculate this formula. The first way, if you know that 2.5 times 2.5 equal 6.25, congratulations. And I'll give you a note about how to calculate, for example, 2.25 times 25, 35 times 35, 45 times 45, and so on. Simply, 5 times 5 is a 25. And put a 1. 1 plus 2 is a 3. 3 times 2 is a 6. Let's try another one. 35 times 35. 5 times 5 is 25. Put 1. 1 plus 3 is 4. 4 times 3 is 12. That's it. 45 times 45. It's applicable for all numbers which have a unit digit of 5. 5 times 5 is 25. Put 1. 1 plus 4 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. Okay? Now, 2.5 times 2.5 is 6.25. We move the decimal digit, point to after 2 digits, because we have 1 digit here and 1 digit here, times 10. This will be equal 62.5 inch cube. Okay? Another way to make these calculations, but let also raise volume equal length times width, and the length widths are equal in this case, equal height. 2.5 times 2.5 times 10. Let's make a trick. 2.5 is equal to 2.5. And how many halves in 2.5? It's 5 halves. Why? Because each 2 whole is divided into halves, so we have 2 times 2, which 4 halves, and we have only again 1 half, then we have 5 halves. Let's check again. 3.5. How many halves in 3.5? 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1 is 7. 7 halves. And so on. So we have the volume will equal 5 over 2 times 5 over 2 times 10. Numerator times numerator. 5 times 5 is 25. 2 times 2 is 4 times 10. Then 25 divided 4. 24 is not a multiple of 4. So choose a number that's close to 25 as its multiple of 4, which is close to 25 as multiple of 4, which is 24. 24 divided 4 is a 6. And we have remainder. Don't forget the remainder. Remainder from 24 to 25 is a quarter times 10. 6 and the quarter is 6.25. 25 times 10. Again, it had the same answer, 62.5 inch cube. Okay, take your note, pause the video, and move to another example. A tank shaped of a rectangular prism whose dimensions 2.5 and 4 meter and 1 meter needs to be filled with a lubricant oil. If the cost of oil per meter cube is $348.6, find the total cost of the oil to be filled in the tank. First, I'll give you a hint. If you go to the grocery and want to buy 1 liter of milk, 1 liter of milk costs 30 pounds. Then you buy 1 liter, then the cost will be 30 pounds. If you want to buy 2 liters, then you have 2 liters times 30, which is 60 pounds. So, in the liquids, we multiply the cost of 1 unit volume times the total volume. So first, we need to calculate the total volume of the tank, or the total volume of the oil. Simply, volume equal length times width times height, equal 2.5 times 4 times 1, equal 2.5 times 4 is 10, 10 times 1 is 10 meter cube. So we have 10 meter cube of oil. Each meter cube costs $348.6. Then total cost equal 10, the total volume, times the cost of 1 meter cube, 1 unit volume, equal $3,048.86. Okay, take your note, pause video, and replay again. Move to another one. Finding the missing dimension. What's the missing dimension? In this scenario, I'll give you 2 dimensions of the 3 dimensions of the rectangular prism, and give you the volume, the total volume, and I'll ask you to calculate or to find the 3rd missing dimension. Let's see how we calculate it. Simply, the volume of the rectangular prism is length times width times height. Length is 5, width is 3, height is h, is unknown, volume is 60. Then you have 15h equal 60. Then h equal 60 divided 15, which is 4 feet. It's very simple. The next example is the same idea of finding the missing dimension. Try to solve it yourself, but it has some confusing numbers. Try yourself. Okay, pause the video, try yourself, and check your answer. See how we can deal with these confusing numbers. Now, the volume equal length times width times height. Volume is 94.5 equal 4.5 times 6 times h. If you have a good eyes, you will see that you have 4.5 and 94.5. So what is the relation? I'll ask you, 4.5 or 4.5 times 2 equal what? That's equal 9. Okay, let's make another calculations. 4.5 times 20. 4.5 times 2 is 9. We have 10 here, another 0, so when you add 0 we have 90. So simply we can break 94.5 like this. 90 plus 4.5 equal 4.5 times 6 times h. Divide the whole equation by 4.5. 90 divided 4.5 is 20. Plus 4.5 divided 4.5 is 1 equal 6h. Then 21 equals 6h. Both 6 and 21 is a multiple of 3, then divided 3 we have 7, divided 3 we have 2. Then h equals 7.5, which equals 3.5 inch. Now, getting to the most important one. general examples and the homework. From now, you pause the video, try to solve yourself, and replay checking your answer. Okay? Let's move. A cube has a side edge of 15 inches. Find its volume. Cube means that length equal width equal height. So the volume equal 15 times 15 times 15. 15 times 15, as we mentioned before, 5 times 5 is 25. Add 1. 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 times 1 is 2. So 15 times 15 is 225 times 15. You can break 15 as 10 and 5 times 10 and 5. Why? You'll see. So 225 times 10 is 2250 plus 225 times 10 is 1125. Make a simple addition, you will get 3, 3, and 7, 5 inch cube. 3375 inch cube. Solve another one. Pause the video and replay, check your answer. Find the volume of this toy box. 4 times 2.2 and a half and 1.5. Simply, the volume will be 4 times 2.5 times 1.5. 4 times 2.5, it's 10. Convert this to decimal. 1.5 equal 15. 15 feet cube. That's it. Example 9. Pause, check, solve yourself, and replay checking your answer. A jewelry box has the shape of a rectangular prism with dimension shown. What is the volume of the jewelry box? The volume equal length times width times height. Length is 6.5, width is 4, height 3.5. What about converting these mixed numbers into ordinary fractions? Like, how many halves in 6.5? It will be 13 halves times 4 times 3.5. It equals 7 halves. The surprise is that we have 4 above and 4 under for a numerator and for a denominator. 4 divided 4 equal 1. So 4 cancel 2 and 2. So we have 13 times 7, which is 91 feet cube. Okay? Let's move. Example 10. A rectangular prism has a length of 8 inches, width of 7.5 inches, and a height of 6/4. What is the volume of the prism? Again, the volume will be length times width times height equal 8 times 7.5 times 6.25. So the volume equal. Let's convert these mixed number into ordinary fractions. Okay? Let's move. We have 8 times. How many half and 7.5? It's 15 half times 6.25 is 25 quarters. Again, the surprise is 2 times 4 is 8 below, and we have 8 above, then they cancel each other. Again, then we have volume equal 15 times 25. You can break 15 into 10 and 5 times 25. 10 times 25 is 250 plus 125. 5 times 25. Then we have 375 inch cube. Okay? It's very easy to calculate. Now, this example. If the volume of the tank is 52 cubic meters, what is the width of the tank? You know that the volume is equal length times width times height. The volume is 52. Length is 6.5 times width times height, which is 2. Okay? Okay. 52 is an even number, so divide by 2, we will have 26 equal 6.5 W. 6.5 you can write it as 6.5. 6.5 equals 6.5. 6.5 is equal 13 halves. So you have 13 halves width equal 26. 26 is equal 2 times 13. So divided 13 is 1. Divided 13 is 2. So 2 equal W over 2, which means W equal 4 meter. Just have a good eye on calculations and numbers. Another one, pause the video, solve yourself and check your answer. The rectangular prism shown has a volume of 115 cubic yards. What's the length of the prism? Check your answer now. Volume equal length times width times height. Volume 115 times length, I don't know it, width is 2.5 times height, which is 5.75. Length times 5 halves times 23 quarters. Why 23? We have 5 holes, each hole divided into 4 quarters, so we have 20 quarters, and we have again 3 quarters, then we have 23 quarters. 5 times 4 and then plus 3, 23 quarters. The surprise is 5 times 23 is also 115. And let's check a line. If you have 5a equal 5 times 3, that means a equals 3. You cancel 5 with 5. So you can cancel 23 times 5 with 150. That means you're dividing by 115. 115 divided by 115 is 1, equal L divided 8. 2 times 4 is 8. That means L, or the length, equal 8 yards. Okay? Another one. Checking your answer now. A bed shaped like a rectangular prism is volume 720 cubic feet. The length of the bed is 15 feet and the width is 8 feet. What is the height of the bed? It's very simple. Now check your answer with me. Volume equal length times width times height. You have 720 equal length, which is 15, times width, which is 8, times height. I want to get it. It's easy to calculate 15 times 8. Why? 15 times 8, it's 15 times 2 times 4 times h. 2 times 15 is 30. 30 times 4 is 120. Okay? I'll ask you a question. If you have 10x equal 100, then x equal what? X equal 10. Why? Because we divided the both sides by 10. Or simply remove the same numbers from the both sides. Remove the same numbers. Then you have, removing this 0 with this 0, then you have 72 equal 12h. You know from timetables that 12 times 6 equals 72. Then h equal 6 feet. Another one. Check your answer with me. Pause the video, solve and check your answer. Find the length of the rectangular prism with a volume 126 cubic feet, a width of 7 and 7/8, and height of 2 feet. The volume will be length times width times height, and the volume is 126 equal length I I want to know it. Length times width, which is 7 and 7/8 times 2. Let's convert it to an ordinary fraction, all numerator and denominator. 126 equal 7 times 8 is a 56. 56 plus a 7 is a 63 times 2 times L. The surprise is 63 times 2 is again 126. You can cancel 126 here from 126 here. Then you have 1. L over 8 equal 1. That means L equal 8 feet. The next 5 questions is a bonus questions. You can solve it yourself. Okay, try it yourself. And you get it right, I'll give you the bonus. Till now, thank you for watching. Feel free to ask any questions or comments on the Blended. Thank you for watching. See you next time.